Okay, so we proceed with the last question, which is question 8. The question reads, given the following data, you have the age on this side. So let me try to, this is question 8. This is question 8.1. Okay, so we have the age this side, which is in years. We have 0 and under 1 point and under 15.5, under 15. So we have 0 to 15. We have 15 to 30, 15 to 30, 30 to 45. We have 45. We have 45 to 60. We have 60 to 75. Okay, so we have this. Then we have the age here. Okay, so since we have the age here, then the number of students here it will appear as the frequency. We have 25, we have 30, we have 32, we have 65 and 48. Okay, we have something like this. So this is the okay, I'm doing this so that we shouldn't be mixing up the numbers or trying to confuse the numbers. Okay, so the questions that we're supposed to solve on question 8, the first question, we're supposed to calculate the mean, followed by you calculate the mode, we calculate the median, then we calculate the standard deviation. This is grouped data. Remember the previous question we were looking at ungrouped data. Now this one, it is the grouped data. So we have the age here, then we have the frequency, which is number of students, how many students are appearing. So at the age of 0 to 15, the number of students who are appearing in that particular time, it is 25. 15 to 30, it was 20. It was 15 to 20, we had 30. Okay, so this is how the scores are. So we have something like this. What follows? So what I do, like when it comes to solving statistics grouped data, I have to put all the data in place. Like once I come up with this table, I have to complete this table, so that I just have to be solving. When it comes to the median, I solve. When it comes to the mode, I solve. When it comes to the standard deviation, I solve. There's nothing like me start creating another table. So here is how I do create the table. I have my age quite alright, and I have the frequency. So if I'm asked actually to calculate the mean, what am I supposed to use? It will be the summation of the fx and the n. So the summation of the fx here, meaning I have to come up with x, because I have already the frequency here. So when I combine this, the summation of this, it is the one which is going to help me doing that, come up with the mean. So x, this one, it is the midpoint. Okay, so what they mean by the midpoint, we have this figure here, 0 to 15. So you add these two, then you come up with the midpoint. What is it? 0 plus 15, that's 15. What is 15? When you divide it by 2, you come up with the midpoint. That is 15 divided by 2, that's 7.5. So you're going to have your 7.5 here. You go to the next row. You have this one. What is 15 plus 30? What is 15 plus 30? You're going to have 45. When you divide it by 2, you're going to have 22.5. So your 22.5 comes this on this part here. Then you have 30 to 45. What is 30 plus 45? You're going to have 75. When you divide that by 2, you're going to have 37.5. 37.5. Okay. We have 45 plus 60. When you divide that by 2, you're going to have 52.5. 52.5. Then we have 60 plus 75. When you divide that by 2, we are going to have 67.5. 67.5. Okay, we have something like this. So this part, it's done. What next? This is supposed to be squared. So since this is supposed to be squared, I'm going to come up with here fx. this I'm going to square it whilst doing the calculation. I don't have to include it on this row part here, but once I start doing the calculation, that's when I'm going to be including it. That's when I'm going to include it. Okay, so we have this part. So how am I going to calculate, to find out, to calculate or come up with the fx here? So the fx here, it will be this f times x, that's fx. So it will be 25 times 7.5. I'll come up with this. So what is 25 by 7.5? You're going to have 187.5. So here to be 187.5 here. Okay, then I come to this part. What is 30 times 22.5? You're going to have 675 here. What is 32 by 37.5? I'm going to have 1200 here. What is 65 by 52.5? I'm going to have 3412.5. okay. What is 48 by 67.5? I'm going to have 3240. Okay, I have something like this. Okay, I have something like this. Okay, now remember this one, I will have this one, I'm supposed to come up with the total here. Equally with this one, I have to come up with the total here, because in my solvings I'm going to need the summation of the fx and the summation of f. Okay, so we proceed. So what is 3240 plus 3 plus 34 12.5, 34 12.5 plus 1200 plus 675 plus 187.5. okay, so the summation here, it is 8715. That's the summation. Then we come to the f part here. 25 plus 30 plus 32 plus 65 plus 48 plus 48. We have 200. So we have our 200 part here. Okay, what next? I proceed. What next? I proceed. Okay, so since I have this, so what follows here, since I have fx, so it will be fx squared. Okay, this is where I was saying that when it comes to the x squared part, I will be doing it direct. So it will be 7.5 squared, I multiply by f. So it will be 7.5 squared, I multiply by f. This squared by this squared by this squared. That's how I'll be getting the fx squared. Okay, so we proceed. Okay, so 7.5 squared by 25. So I'll be getting 140. Okay, so I'll be getting 1406.25. These are the figures here. Okay, so what is 22.5 squared? I multiply by 30. Okay, I'm getting 187.5. okay, what is 37.5 squared by 32? By 32, I'm getting 45,000. okay, what is 52.5 squared? I multiply by 65. I'm getting 179 156.25. we go to 67.5 squared. I multiply by 48. I'm getting 218,700. okay, 218,700. okay, so these are the figures. Then the summation of this now. okay, the summation of this, because at the end again in my solvings I'll need the summation for this. Now the summation of this one. okay, so what is 218,700 plus 156.25 plus 45,000 plus 187.5 plus 1406 43.25. What's the total? So the total, that's 459,450. You have something like this. Okay, then here at the end I'll include the cumulative frequency. So at the end I'll include this because it will be also, because sorry, the cumulative frequency, because the cumulative frequency, it's going to help me as well for me to calculate these other things. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, so what next? What are we supposed to do? So for the cumulative frequency, how we do it, we have our zero. So it will be, we have our zero. What is 25 plus what is 0 plus 25? We're going to have our 25, or just put your 25 here, the starting figure like this one on the frequency, just put it here, then you start adding 25 plus this. What is 25 plus 30? We're going to have 55. What is 55 plus, what is 50? What is 55 plus 32? You're going to have 87. What is 87 plus 65? You're going to have 152. What is 152 plus 48? You're going to have your 200 comes here. Yeah, your 200 comes here, meaning this and this are the same. Okay, so we have something like this. What next? We proceed our calculations. Now we start calculating based on this table here. So the first question, it says calculate the mean. So how do you calculate the mean? This is the first question here. So how do you calculate the mean? We said summation. This is the formula. Sorry. So we have the mean here. This is the mean. So the mean is equals to summation of fx over f. Okay, equals to, what is the summation of fx? We have 87, 15 over, what is f? That's 200. Okay, so meaning our mean is equal to, what is 87, 15 divided by 200. We're going to have 43.575. This one becomes our mean. Okay. So we have this as our mean.